And once again, losing Wi-Fi. Hopefully this works again. I do want to apologize. It worked game one. Not too sure why it's not working in game two. But Walker Yannick's at the plate. He didn't miss anything. Yannick, 2-2 the count, as he's gonna foul off another pitch. So the count still 2 balls and 2 strikes to Walker Yannick. Again, I do want to apologize. If you do want to watch the ball game, it is on Texan Live. And Texan Live, you have to sign up for a subscription. It's $10 to watch the live stream. So they do have that ball game over there. 1-1 pitch is going to be grounded. Hits off the glove of the pitcher. Over to second base. Throw over to first. It's in time for out number 1. So 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. Bringing up Malachi Lott to the plate. Again, do want to apologize with the Wi-Fi. Again, I'm not too sure what's going on. It worked game 1 earlier with GP, and right now it's just being really sporadic with the internet right now. So hopefully it stays on for you folks.
Now batting for the Wildcats, pitcher number 8, Malachi Lott.
Malachi Lott will be the next batter as Malachi comes to the plate. 1 down here in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch to Malachi. That's going to miss low and in for ball 1, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's going to be called a ball. 2-0 the count. Maybe I'm going to have to definitely take off these pages here. 2-0 pitch. 3-0 is the count now. 3 balls and no strikes as I'm going to try to get this back up for you folks. There we go. 3 balls and no strikes to Malachi Lott. Here's a 3-0. And that is going to find the zone for strike 1. 3-1 the count. Oscar Salazar, he is the number 3 for the Raiders. So this is the coach rolling the dice in game 2. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss from Malachi. 3-2 is now the count. So 3 balls and 2 strikes is the count to Malachi Lott. No score. Here's a 3-2 pitch. That's spiked in the turf, ball 4. And that is going to be a walk issued to Malachi Lott. He's going to get to first base on the base on balls. He's going to bring up Easton Dow.
So now putting the bat with 1 on and 1 out is the third baseman, number 5, Easton Dowell.
Easton Dow will be the batter. He comes to the plate. First time today. Oscar Salazar is on the mound. Let's get you the defensive alignment here for the Raiders from left to right in the outfield. Solomon, Alepa, and Carejo. Left to right in the infield, Diaz, Sparshu, and Forcell. As Dow is going to call a time granted by the home plate umpire as the pitch was thrown, but no pitch. Heinrich is behind the plate, and Oscar Salazar is on the mound for the Raiders. Malachi's at first base. Easton Dow is at the plate. First pitch. And that's going to get away from the catcher, Heinrich. And Malachi is going to get to second base on the wild pitch. Yesterday, they got on the board first. Looking to do the same here in this ball game. 1 ball, no strikes to Easton Dow. So the wind's starting to pick up here at the ballpark, and also the sun's starting to set as well. So 1 ball, no strikes to count. Here's the 1-0 to Easton, and he's going to tap one foul. 1-1 is the count. And earlier, the London Pirates, don't think we officially said it on the air because that game ended before or after our game. But the London Pirates getting a 5-4 win against Marion. So the London Pirates are 1 game away of going to the regional semifinals. Malachi Lott's going to take third base, that is, as he is going to steal it. No throw over to third. The pitch is called a ball as well. So now 90 feet away of the Gregory Portland Wildcats getting the lead here in the bottom of the first inning, and they got their guy up, Easton Dow, at the plate. Easton leads the team and ranked in the nation in RBIs. Looking to add another RBI as Malachi is at third. 2 balls and a strike. There's a 2-1 Easton. Curveball just gets the outside corner. 2-2. Also going on, Bishop is playing Yoakum right now. Calallen playing Navarro. And London and Marion for game 2. Jake Vasquez has the call in Jordanton. And we'll try to keep you up to date with all those games. 2-2 pitch is going to be grounded to the second baseman. Throw over to first, but a run is going to come in to score for the Gregory Portland Wildcats. They take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. The next batter is going to be Robbie Spencer.
Hitter number 16, Robbie Spencer.
First pitch to Spencer, he's going to foul it straight back. 0-1 the count to Robbie Spencer. So Gregory Portland Wildcats scoring in the bottom of the first inning. Just like yesterday, scoring 1 in the top of the first inning. Robbie Spencer was the guy who had the RBI single. This time Easton Dow does what he does and gets himself an RBI. 0-1 chases at the fastball that's up and over the zone. 0-2 is now the count to Robbie Spencer. Wildcats scoring 1 with no hits on the board. It's the 0-2 pitch, and he chases at the fastball once again for strike 3. But Gregory Portland Wildcats scoring 1 in the bottom of the first inning on no hits. There was no errors and no one left on base. We go to the top of the second inning, 1-0 GP. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here in San Antonio, Texas.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas athletics.
And welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Top of the second inning, and 1-0 GP. 4, 5, and 6, Diaz, Forcell, and Callejo do up for the Raiders. And let's get some scores around the area. And let's start with the 3A level. The Bishop Badgers have a 2-1 lead over the Yoakum Bulldogs in the bottom of the third inning. So Bishop up 2-1 in game 1 of their best-of-3 series. Also in 3A, the London Pirates not messing around in game 2. They scored 6 runs in the top of the first inning, so they lead 6-0, and they are in the top of the second inning. So the London Pirates need 1 win, and they will move on to the regional semifinals. And let's check out the Calallen Wildcat ball game. First pitch. It's going to be called a strike on the inner half to Kobe Diaz for the Raiders. It's 3-0 Navarro over the Calallen Wildcats in the top of the fourth inning. 0-1 pitch is up and away, ball 1, 1-1. And then let's not forget about the other 4A team. Both teams, the Sinton Pirates and Toloso Midway Warriors, that game is in the bottom of the fourth inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Diaz. That's going to be fouled straight back. TM and Sinton, it's a 6-1 Sinton Pirate lead over the Toloso Midway Warriors in the bottom of the fourth inning. So the Sinton Pirates with a 6-1 lead. The Eagles already played today, losing 3-2 on a wild pitch. definitely tough, as the 1-2 pitch is going to miss up and away. Ball 2-2. As that game went all the way to the 9th inning, and Eagles losing a tight ball game. 2-2 pitch. That's going to miss for ball 3. 3-2 now the count. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to the batter, Kobe Diaz from Malachi Lott. 3-2 pitch. Fouled straight back. So Malachi, one of the biggest games of this young man's life, on the mound for the Gregory Portland Wildcats. And I guarantee the Wildcats would love to put a lot of runs on the board in this ball game. 3-2 pitch, grounded right back to Malachi. He's going to fall on his behind, gets up, throw over to first to Orel. It's in time for out number 1. What a great play from Malachi. The ball was hit sharply to him as that ball basically knocked him back down onto his backside, and he got up quickly, threw over to first, and recorded the first out of the top of the 2nd inning. And it's going to bring up Andrew Forcell. Andrew Forcell comes to the plate. As Coach Jonesy is moving his outfielders. You see center fielder now, Talamantes, playing in left center. First pitch from Malachi is going to catch the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Malachi is going to get a swing and a miss on the pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 from Forcell. Swing and a miss. 3rd punch out of the ball game for Malachi. And the Gregory Portland Wildcat fans in full attendance today, making a lot of noise early in this ball game. They know how important this game is. These young guys, young men as well. Next batter is Colin Carejo, and Colin is going to get hit by a pitch on the arm. So hit by a pitch, first runner on for the Raiders by the hit by a pitch from Malachi. Carter Heinrich will be the next batter.
And 2 outs is the catcher, number 9, Carter Heinrich.
So Carter Heinrich comes to the plate. Pickoff attempt to first. It's not in time. So it looks like we got everything back to normal. Don't want to jinx myself again. Pickoff attempt again at first. It's not in time. (1-0) Gregory Portland in the top of the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch from Malachi, just a bit off the plate. 1-0 to Carter Heinrich. 1 ball, no strikes to Heinrich, the catcher of the Raiders. He's gonna swing and foul one off right above the dugout of the Raiders. There is netting all the way down all the way down from the dugouts, on top of the dugouts, all the way down to the end of the dugouts. Ball on the strike to Heinrich. 1-1 pitch that is inside, and that's gonna get away from Walker Yannick. Wasn't in the turf, just Yannick unable to catch that pitch. So a pass ball. So pass ball. So Carejo is going to get to second base on that pass ball. And maybe a little mix-up as Walker Yannick goes out and talks to Malachi Lott on the mound. Maybe he was anticipating a different pitch, but unable to catch that ball. Puts a runner in scoring position for the Raiders. So 2 balls and a strike to the batter, Heinrich. Because of 2-1, Heinrich's going to foul it off into the dugout of the Raiders. Like I said, that netting all the way down by the dugouts, on top of the dugouts, and hit on the netting and drop straight down into the dugout. So Heads up. If you are in the dugout, got to make sure you are paying attention. 2 balls and 2 strikes. High leg kick, 2-2 pitch. That's going to be grounded back up the middle for a base hit as the runner from second is going to head to the plate. The throw is coming to the plate. It's cut off, and a run is going to come in to score. That throw was on the money, but first baseman Orel, he cut it off. Maybe some miscommunication from the Wildcats, but the throw from Talamantes was on the money, and Orel ended up cutting it off, and easily now Callejo was going to come in to score. That throw would have probably beat him to the plate as well, but Raiders tie this ball game up. It's 1-1 in the top of the second inning, as the next the next batter is going to be Joe Sparshoe.
That's a foul ball to our current batter, second baseman number 12, Joseph Sparshoe.
So 0-1 is the count to Joe Sparshoe. 1-1 our score now. There's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball catches the inner half for strike 2. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes, and Sparshoe's going to go and talk to his third base coach. That is the head coach of the Raiders. Coach Crimpine. Couldn't think of the name. But yeah, Coach Crimpine, the head coach of the Raiders. 20th season for the Raiders. No balls and 2 strikes, way ahead of the batter. 0-2 pitch is up and away.
1-2.
Pretty much a pitch out from Malachi Lott. One and 2 the count. 1-2 pitch. Runner from first is going to take off to second, but that is going to be fouled off straight back. So the count remains at 1 and 2.
Still 1 and 2.
The runner at first is going to have to retrieve back to the bag at first. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Joe Sparshoe. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 3. But the Raiders do tie this ball game up. 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom of the second inning. 1-1 our score. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here at Northeast Sports Park.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid. J Styles and Cuts on Castores for all your hair needs. Call them at 361-854-7246 to make an appointment today. J Styles and Cuts, proud supporters of South Texas baseball.
And welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. So I'm going to try to fix this and also put the pitching stats on the board for you folks. I have to fix that really quick. It is a 1-1 ball game due up for the Wildcats. It's 5, 6, and 7. Gleinig, Orel, and Talamantes.
Ladies and gentlemen, leading off the home half of the second baseman, number 1, Gage Gleinig.
Gage, can be Gage Gleinig at the plate. Here's the pitch, and Gliding's going to show bunt, but he bunts it foul.
Fouled off 0-1.
0-1 the count. So I got that one for you. No balls and a strike. 0-1. It's going to be grounded foul. No balls and 2 strikes. There we go. No balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 2nd inning. Gleinig at the plate. And 0-2, it's going to be in the turf. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2 the count. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And Gleinig looks at close pitch. Ball 2. 2-2 the count now. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2-2 pitch. Popped up. Shallow right center. And looks like the right fielder, Callejo, is going to be under it. And he makes the first out of the inning. So it went out here in the bottom of the 2nd. It's going to bring up Kobe Orell. So Kobe Orell comes to the plate.
Now batting, first baseman number 2, Kobe Orell.
First pitch to Kobe Orell. It's going to be called a strike. No balls in the strike. To Orell. Here is the 0-1 of Kobe. Looks at ball 1. 1-1 the count. One pitch, and that is going to be a check swing. Does not go around. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's high. Ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Three-one pitch, grounded in the 6-hole. Shortstop Sparshoot, long throw over to first, and great throw out number 2.
That's a ground out to shortstop for the 2nd out.
So with 2 outs, it's going to bring up
Now batting with no
the
2 outs is the
center fielder.
Braden Talamontes.
It's going to be Braden Talamantes. So Braden Talamantes comes to the plate. First pitch to Braden. As he turns his shoulder, pitch misses in for ball 1. 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. Just the 1-0 pitch. That is all to strike. 1-1 the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. 1-1 still, our score. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Roll over foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count now. So 1-2 the count. To Braden Talamantes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a curveball. As Heinrich is going to throw over to first as it was in the turf for out number 3 on the drop 3 strikeout. So a 1-2-3 inning for the Wildcats. We go to the top of the 3rd inning, 1-1 our score. You listen to Blast Vision Live here in San Antonio, Texas.
Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments and Perfect Game, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. LB21, supporting youth baseball in the Coastal Bend area.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Welcome back. First pitch swinging is Alepa. He's going to pop one up to the right side. Right fielder Weiss is under it. And Weiss is going to retire the first out of the top of the third. One pitch, one out for Malachi. And it's going to bring up the top of the lineup. And it's going to bring up Keegan Solomon. So Keegan Solomon comes to the plate. Solomon in the ball game. He's 0 for 1 with a punch out. Here's the pitch, and Solomon's going to swing and miss at the first fastball he sees. 0-1. No balls and a strike. Keegan Solomon. 1-1 our score. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's popped up in the shallow center field. Center fielder Talamantes coming in, and now he is right under it. He's going to make the second out of the inning. So 2 quick outs to start the top of the third inning. And it's going to bring up the pitcher, the opposing pitcher, that is number 8, Oscar Salazar.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a fly out to center for the second out of the inning. Now batting with 2 outs.
Oscar also with a punch out his first time up. First pitch to Salazar. He looks at a curveball right down the middle for strike 1. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
Again, hit us up on the chat. I'd love to give you a shout out here. So we're moving quickly. We're already in the top of the third inning. Is that 0-1? Grounded right to the second baseman, Gleinig. Gleinig over to Orel in time for out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning as Malachi is going to match the Raider Salazar pitcher. As we go to the bottom of the third now, 1-1 our score. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here in San Antonio, Texas at Northeast Sports Park for Game 2 of our Best of 3 series.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust. .361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
And welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Didn't even finish that inning on the other half. It is going to be 8-9-1 Baez, Carter, and Yannick. So 8-9-1 for the Wildcats. First pitch, that's going to be hit right on the top of the glove of Sparshu, the shortstop, into the left field for a leadoff single for Andrew Weiss. first hit of the ball game for the Gregory Portland Wildcats. And, that was going to talk about it. The Wildcats, you got to tip your hat to the Raiders pitchers. They've done a really good job of quieting the bats of the Gregory Portland Wildcats. But, this is the big but. They are due. These guys absolutely flat out can hit the ball. And, this is going to be the second time around in the lineup. And let's see if the Wildcats can get some hits rolling. They lead the game right now, 1-1 our score. Vice with the leadoff single to start the bottom of the third inning. A.J. Carter is going to be the next batter. Pickoff attempt to first is not in time. Again, want to thank everyone for listening in. Again, we do apologize that we are unable to live stream this ball game for you guys. Here's the pitch, and A.J. Carter's going to lay down a great bunt right to the first baseman, and he's going to be tagged out at first. But a sac bunt moves Vice over to second base on the successful sac bunt.
Carter puts down the sacrifice bunt to move Baez to second. We go back to the top of the order.
We'll go back to the top with Walker Yannick.
Catcher number 4, Walker Yannick.
So Walker Yannick comes to the plate. Yannick is 0 for 1 in this ball game. Grounded out to second base his first time up, and second baseman's playing. He's holding on the runner. Big old hole on that side, and he's going to hit one right to the shortstop, Sparshoe. Sparshoe over to first is in time for out number 2. That's going to move over Baez to third now. It's going to bring up Malachi Lott.
Ground out to short. Baez moves to third.
So Baez is going to get to third base on that ground out. 2 outs. Malachi comes to the plate. He walked his first time up. So looking to help his own cause, and Wildcats looking to get back on top in this ball game. First pitch to Malachi. He's going to foul it straight back. 0-1 to Malachi Lott. No balls in a strike. 0-1. And that ball is going to be hit off the top of the helmet of the catcher, Heinrich, as he does a all-you-can-do job on the mound, or excuse me, behind the plate to keep that ball in front of him, and he does. He keeps it right in front of him with the face mask. So it could have been a pass ball and maybe a run for the Wildcats, but does a good job of staying in front. Here's the 1-1 to Malachi. He's going to hit one up the middle, but right to the shortstop. Sparshoe throw over to first, and it is in time for out number 3. So the Wildcats, with the leadoff single, couldn't do anything here in the bottom of the third inning. We go to the top of the fourth inning. Still 1-1 our score. You listen to Blast Vision Live here in San Antonio.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas athletics.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
Horseshoe.
And welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Top of the fourth inning, 3, 4, and 5. Sparshoe, Diaz, and Porcel. Lucas Sparshoe is going to lead things off here in the top of the fourth inning. He grounded out to the third baseman his first time up. First pitch, check swing. Home umpire says he goes around. 0-1 is the count. No balls and a strike to Lucas Sparshoe. 0-1, looks at a fastball in the inner half. Strike 2. Sparshoe not too happy with those 2 pitches that were called from the umpire. He's down in the hole, 0-2. Malachi shakes off his catcher, Yannick. Now he's going to just get off the rubber. 1-1 our score. All knotted up. No balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 pitch. That's going to be grounded. Second baseman, Gleinig to his left. Fields it over to first Orel. It's in time for out number 1. So 1 out.
That's a grounder to second for the first out of the inning.
And it's going to bring up Kobe Diaz.
Now coming to bat is the third baseman, number 17, Kobe Diaz.
Kobe grounded out to the pitcher his last time up. So let's check on some scores in the area. Also, let's check the chat board. Haven't checked it yet. Pete Acuna hitting us up on the chat as Acuna, that pitch is going to be fouled off. Pete was in attendance. Talked a little bit with Mr. Acuna. They're making their way back to Corpus Christi. But they'll be back on Saturday for Game 2 of the Veterans Memorial Eagles and Dripping Springs ball game as the 0-1's fouled off right side. Eagles losing 3-2 today, and they're going to have to do what the Gregory Portland Wildcats are going to have to do. They need to win 2 games. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Kobe Diaz swings and misses for strike 3. That's out number 2. And trust us, it has been done, folks. And the Bishop Badgers last week double dip Banquete on Saturday. So we've seen it already in the playoffs. Leander Rouse did it as well, winning 2 games after losing game 1. So it is definitely possible, and I guarantee you, you win game 2, you have so much confidence going to game 3, and that is just an all-out, you win, you go home, a 1-game playoff in other words, basically, in a game 3. But you got to get there first, and the Wildcats have a tie ball game with the Raiders. 1-0 pitch to Andrew Forsell is down the middle for strike 1. 1-1 the count. Here's the 1-1 offering. That is low. 2 balls and a strike. So 2-1 to Andrew Forsell. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Way outside. Ball 3. 3-1. So 3-1 count to Andrew Forsell. Forsell is 0 for 1 in the ball game. He struck out swinging his first time up. 3-1 pitch. That's high. Ball 4. So that's going to be a walk issued. And Forsell is going to get to first base on the base on balls.
Forsell draws a walk and takes first base.
It's going to bring up Colin Callejo.
Now at bat with 1 on, 2 outs is the right fielder, number 34, Colin Callejo.
So Callejo comes to the plate. No official at bat. He got hit by a pitch his first time up. So Forsell is at first as Yannick has made his way towards the mound. And again, well, don't think I said it so far, but if you do see a white screen on the board, all it is a game changer on our screen. It's just trying to load up from our Wi-Fi there. So just give it a little second. First pitch to Colin. That's inside for ball 1. 1-0. And let's see if we can get you some score updates as well. Haven't done that since the first inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Curveball, catch the outside corner for a strike. 1-1 the count. So we'll start again with the 3A level. The Bishop Badgers still with a 2-1 lead in the top of the 6th inning. The Badgers are the home team in game 1. So they lead 2-1 over Yoakum. Runner from first is going to take off, but that pitch is going to be fouled straight back. So the runner from first is going to have to get back to the bag at first base because of the foul ball. So 1-2 the count is Malachi way ahead of Gaejo. So a ball and 2 strikes. Malachi high leg kick, 1-2 pitch. It's fouled straight back. 1-2 the count. So like I said, 2-1 Bishop Badgers. Let's check on Jake Vasquez. He's in Jordanton with London's game 2. London already won game 1 earlier. And right now, check up right here after this pitch. 1-2 is away. Ball 2, 2-2. The London Pirates have an 8-1 lead over Marion. So the London Pirates in full control, but that game only in the bottom of the 2nd inning. So a lot of baseball to be played out in Jordanton. Jake Vasquez has the live stream for you folks. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be in the turf. Runner from first going to head to second base. Throw is not in time. That ball was in the turf. Yannick had to pick it up, throw over to second, and just got in there in time. So the count is full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Let's check out the Sinton and Toloso Midway ball game. That game's in the bottom of the 6th inning. 6-1 Sinton Pirates still. So the Pirates still hold on to that lead. They are the home team, and the Toloso Midway Warriors are down to their last 3 outs of that ball game. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at second base now. 3-2 pitch. That's going to be lined over the head of the second baseman, Gleinig. And a run is going to come in to score. That's the Raiders' MO, man. They absolutely come up clutch with some big hits. They did it yesterday, and they're doing it again today. It's 2-1. Leander Rouse Raiders.
Correjo delivers the single that drives in Corso from second.
As they start blowing some bubbles, it's making their way to over here.
2 outs and 1 on is catcher number 9, Carter Heinrich.
2-1 is our score now as the Raiders have a lead for the first time in this ball game. First pitch to Heinrich is inside for ball 1, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes to Carter Heinrich. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's going to miss away. Ball 2, 2-0 now they count. Let's check out the other 4A ball game as well, the Cat Island Wildcats. Wildcats were down 3-0 in that ball game. Well, guess what? The Cat Island Wildcats do what the Cat Island Wildcats do. They put up a 6 spot. So far in the bottom of the 4th inning, they're still hitting. And I was checking in a little bit earlier, and it's been about a good 20-30 minutes. 6-3 Cal Allen over Navarro. That game is being played at St. Mary's. That's all the score updates around the area. 7 teams still remaining in the playoffs in baseball. 2 balls and no strikes to Carter Heinrich. Here's a 2-0. Heinrich looks at strike 1 on the inner half, or for a strike. 2-1 now the count. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. 2-1 pitch. That's going to be ripped into center field for a base hit. So a 2-out single, and Carter Heinrich stays perfect on the night. He's 2 for 2 in the ball game. He's going to bring up Joe Sparshu.
Heinrich delivers a single. Correjo moves to second.
Wildcats definitely need to get out of this inning with no more runs given up.
Joseph Sparshu.
Yesterday, they gave up 5 runs in 1 inning, and that was all the runs the Raiders needed. So Malachi's going to have to bear down here and not give up any more runs. Coach Jones, he's going to make his way to the mound. He's going to talk to Malachi Lott and the infield of the Wildcats.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a courtesy runner on for Heinrich.
So 2-1 is our score.
Again, courtesy runner number 15, Wall.
Coach Jones, he's over there talking with his infield. So tomorrow, I will be at St. Mary's for Game 2 of the Calallen and Navarro series. That game starting at 2:30, and then if the Wildcats can win here in Game 2, then I will make my way back after the ball game of Calallen and Navarro, and I will have Game 3 right here at Northeast Sports Park. About a 20-minute drive from each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, the batter for Leander Rouse is number 12, second baseman Joseph Sparshoe.
So we'll see how this game unfolds. But tomorrow for sure, 2:30, Calallen and Navarro, and that one actually will be live streamed. So we will live stream the Calallen Navarro series. Here we go, back to action. Joe Sparshoe's at the plate, and he looks at ball 1. 0-1, or 1-0 the count. Sparshoe is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging his first time up. The Wildcats trying to get out of here in the top of the 4th inning. There's the 1-0 pitch. Sparshoe looks at ball 2. 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. Two 0 pitch. That's going to be grounded foul. 2-1 now. Malachi officially at 62 pitches in this ball game already. So we're in the top of the 4th inning. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's right down the middle. Strike 2. Sparshoe just looks at it. So the count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2's across the board. 2-man on for the Raiders. Malachi looking for a big out. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Actually, no pitch. Time called by the batter. So we'll reset once again. 2-2 the count. Joe Sparshoe, the second baseman, is at the plate. 2-2 pitch. That is hit right side in foul territory, and it is going to land in foul territory. That is going to be a foul ball, and we'll do it again at 2-2.
Still 2-2.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Joe putting up a really good at-bat against Malachi. Here is the 2-2 pitch, and fouled off again. We'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the Wildcats trail 2-1 here in the top of the 4th inning. It's got to be your best pitch right here if you're Malachi. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball. And that is called ball 3. Wow, such a close pitch, but called a ball. Yannick thought it was a strike. Shaking his head. Malachi thought it was a strike. I even thought it was a strike. Just a bit off the plate, I suppose. 3-2 is the count now. Runners at first and second. They're going to have a head start to the next bag with this 3-2 pitch, 2 outs. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Here it comes, and that's going to be called strike 3 as Sparshoe just looks at it. And that is out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-1 Raider lead now. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here at Northeast Sports Park in San Antonio, Texas.
J Styles and Cuts on Castores for all your hair needs. Call them at 361-854-7246 to make an appointment today. J Styles and Cuts, proud supporters of South Texas baseball. Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments and Perfect Game, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. LB21, supporting youth baseball in the Coastal Bend area.
Welcome back to the Stable Stream Meat Market broadcast booth. Due up for the Wildcats. 3, 4, and 5. Dow, Spencer, and Gleinig. Easton Dow comes to the plate. First pitch to Easton. Foul tip in the glove of the catcher, strike one. No balls and a strike. So 0-1 to Easton. 0-1 pitch. And Dow's going to hit one into center field. Drops right in front of the center fielder, Alepa. And once again, the Wildcats get their leadoff man on back-to-back innings. Last inning couldn't get a run in. This time, they're going to look to at least try to tie this ball game back up. And it's going to bring up Robbie Spencer. Robbie Spencer had a great game yesterday. He went 2 for 3 in that ball game. Had a lot of fun at the ballpark the last 2 nights. Here's the first pitch to Robbie. He's going to ground it right to the third baseman, Diaz. Diaz over to second. Sparshu over to fourth tail. In time for a 5-4-3 double play. Erases the leadoff single. And with 2 outs now, Gage Gleinig comes to the plate.
Now batting with nobody on and 2 outs. Number 1, second base, Gage Gleinig.
First pitch to Gleinig is up and in. Ball 1, 1-0.
Ball 1.
Yeah, tough right there if you're the Wildcats. Ball hit right to the third baseman. They turn it perfectly. Here's the pitch to Gleinig, and he's going to foul one off. 1-1 the count. As we're in the bottom of the 4th inning, 2-1 Leander Rouse Raider lead. They'll play the winner of the Dripping Springs and the Veterans Memorial Eagles. 1-1 pitch. That is low, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Two-one pitch. Misses, ball 3. So the Calallen Wildcats finally get out of the bottom of the 4th inning, and they end up with 8 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. So they lead 8-3 over Navarro. 3-1 pitch. That's low for ball 4, so that's going to be a 2-out walk issued to Gage Gleinig. It's going to bring up Colby Orell.
So with 1 on and 2 outs, our next batter is first baseman, number 2, Colby Orell.
So Colby Orell comes to the plate with the runner at first. On the Wildcats, Coach Jonesy, they haven't been too aggressive on the base paths this series. I would like to see Gleinig maybe attempt to steal second base and get a guy on in scoring position. First pitch to Colby, it's way outside for ball 1. Heinrich had to pretty much get out of his catcher stance just to catch that ball. So Colby Orell 0 for 1 in the ball game. He grounded out to the shortstop Sparshu his first time up. One-0 pitch. It's going to be grounded right to Sparshu again. He's going to throw over to first base. It's in time for out number 3. So the Wildcats go quietly here in the bottom of the 4th inning. No runs, no hit, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Still 2-1 Raider lead. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here in San Antonio.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Stable Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe, Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Stable Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Top of the 5th inning, we go. 9-1-2, Alepa, Solomon, and Salazar. First pitch from Malachi Lott is going to be called a strike. 0-1. This is the 0-1 to Alepa. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2. And it looks like Sinton and Toloso might have went final. Still waiting for them to finalize that game, but it looks like they did. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. That's out number 1.
That's a strikeout for the first out of the inning.
And I believe they did. So the Sinton Pirates get a 6-1 win over the Toloso Midway Warriors. So the Sinton Pirates now 1 game away, moving on to the regional final. Last time they went to the regional final was in 2017 when they made their state run. First pitch to Solomon as we go back to the top of the lineup. It is in the turf, ball 1-0. 1-0 pitch, fastball, just a bit off the plate, ball 2.
2-0.
2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch, that's low, ball 3. 3-0 now the count. London still with an 8-1 lead. The other game that was getting close to finishing was the Bishop Badgers and Yoakum. 3-0 pitches down the middle for strike 1. Bishop up 2-1 in the top of the 7th. Yoakum has 2 outs to play with in game 1 of their best of 3 series. 3 balls, 1 strike, 3-1 pitch. Paints the inside corner, strike 2. 3-2. Solomon already trying to take his bag to first base. That's going to have to come back to the back to the plate and into the batter's box. 3-2 the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 3-2 pitch. That's going to be tapped left side. Dow's going to rush in, throw over to first, and it's in time. Out number 2. Good play by Easton Dow for the second out of the inning. Bringing up Oscar Salazar.
Out of the inning. Now coming to bat is the pitcher, number 8, Oscar Salazar.
Malachi at 76 pitches in this ball game. Here's the first pitch. Check swing. Don't believe he went around. 1-0 the count. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's popped up right side, foul territory. First baseman Orell giving chase, and he's unable to run it down. So it is going to be a foul ball. 1-1 is the count. Two to 1 is our score. So we're in the middle part of this ball game, in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 2-1. And now it looks like the Badgers, Bishop Badgers, getting a 2-1 win over the Yoakum Bulldogs. So they match the London Pirates. As that pitch is in for ball 3, they match the London Pirates with game 1 wins. There's a 3-1 pitch. That's going to be hit into right field. Right fielder Valles doesn't have to move a muscle. That's going to be out number 3. And that is going to end the top of the 5th inning. As we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, our score 2-1. Leander Rouse Raiders. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Johnny Luna with Auto Nation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. Auto Nation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Bottom of the 5th inning we go, and due up 7-8-9. Talamantes, Valles, and Carter. The the Gregory Portland Wildcats. So many Wildcat games going on today. As GP has 7-8-9 due up. Only have 2 hits in this ball game. You know, just unlike the Gregory Portland Wildcats in this series. You know, you usually see these guys with a lot of hits in their ball games, and they're still waiting to get those hits on the board. Yesterday they had 3, today they have 2, so 5 hits in the whole series for the Wildcats. Looking to turn it around here as Braden Talamantes is at the plate. He swings and misses at the first pitch he sees. 0-1 the count. No balls and a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That is going to catch the outside corner, strike 2. 0-2 now to Braden Talamantes. 0-2 pitch, and Talamantes is going to check swing. He does go around. Ball gets not too far away from the catcher. Throw over to first is in time for the strike out. So 1 away here in the top of the 5th, or the bottom of the 5th. And it's going to bring up Andrew Valles.
That's out number 1 of the inning. Now batting right fielder number 3, Andrew Valles.
Andrew Valles coming to the plate. He's 1 for 1 in the ball game. He shows bunt and unable to bunt it. Strike 1. 0-1 the count. No balls and a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's in the turf. Ball 1. 1-1 now the count.
1-1.
So the Bishop Badgers and the London Pirates getting their first win in game 1. They're 1 win away. Moving on to the regional final. Pitch is going to be called, I guess it was called a strike. Wow, okay. 1-2 the count. Andrew Valles with the base hit his first time up. Here's a 1-2 pitch. That is, looked like the same pitch, but called a ball. 2-2 now the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a 2-2 pitch, and Valles is going to ground it right to Lucas Barshoe. There's been a vacuum over there, and that's in time for out number 2.
That's a ground out for short for the second out of the inning. Now coming to bat is
next batter is going to be left fielder A.J. Carter. So the Wildcats just can't get it going. They need hits. Trail by 1 run. 2-1 is our score. The 9-hole A.J. Carter at the plate. Walked his first time up. His first pitch to A.J. Looks at strike one.
Strike one.
0-1. No balls and a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 0-2 is now the count. Oh-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Still 2-1. Listen to Blast Vision Live in Northeast Sports Park.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas athletics.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
J Styles and Cuts on Castores for all your hair needs. Call them at 361-854-7246 to make an appointment today. J Styles and Cuts, proud supporters of South Texas baseball.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. As we are in the top of the 6th inning, due up 3, 4, and 5. Sparshoe, Diaz, and Forcell. And first pitch to Lucas Sparshoe. It's going to be called a ball. 1-0 the count. Here's the 1-0. Catches the inside corner for strike one. 1-0 the count. Sparshoe grounded out to the first baseman, grounded out to the second baseman. Both times up. Been on the right side of the field. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball that stayed up. 2-1. So Sinton and Bishop getting a win in game one. London also getting a win in game one. Then right now they're up in game two. 2-1 pitch. Gonna catch the inner half. Strike two. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Let's check it back on that London game. Haven't checked it in a while. It is a... Here's the 2-2 offering from Malachi. Swing and a miss. Strike three. That's out number one. One out.
Out number one of the inning. Now coming to bat with 1 out, nobody on is the third baseman, number 17, Kobe Diaz.
Kobe Diaz will be the next batter. And it is 8-1 going into the bottom of the 4th inning. London Pirates up in that ball game. So it looks like London, Cal Allen, both having scoring 8 runs. Cal Allen's up 8-3 in that ball game. First pitch to Kobe Diaz catches the outside corner. So London, Cal Allen, and our ball game are the only games remaining today. The curveball catches the outside corner, strike two. 0-2 now the count. There's the 0-2 pitch. That's going to be fouled straight back. 0-2 the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Here is the 0-2 offering from Malachi. It's going to be fouled off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the concession stand is getting ready to close. So if you're looking for a last
that was
second
pitch
snack,
number
they
90
have hot dogs, sausage wraps,
from
popcorn for
Malachi
$1.
Lott.
Again, the concession stand is getting ready to close.
No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Malachi. It's in the turf. 1-2 the count.
1-2.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. That's out number 2. And let's check how many strikeouts that is for Malachi.
Now batting is first baseman number 1, Andrew Forcel.
Malachi with 9 strikeouts. Salazar with 4 strikeouts in the ball game. So Malachi with 9 punch outs. Andrew Forcel's at the plate. He looks at ball 1. One ball, no strikes. There's a 1-0 pitch. It's going to catch the inner half for strike 1. 1-1 now the count.
1-1.
There's a 1-1 pitch and check swing. Don't believe he went around. Ball 2. 2-1 now the count. Two balls, 1 strike. 2-1 pitch. Fastball dots the outside corner. Strike 2. 2-2 now the count. Two balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's inside. Ball 3. 3-2 the count. 2-1 ball game in the top of the 6th inning. Nobody on with 2 outs. 3-2 pitch. Curveball's down the middle for strike 3. That's out number 3. 10 strikeouts for Malachi Lott. 2-1 Raider lead. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning as we're coming down to the wire. GP needs 1 to tie this ball game, and they got the right guys up right now. Yannick, Lott, and Dow. Here we go. You listen to Blast Vision Live here in San Antonio, Texas.
Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments and Perfect Game, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. LB21, supporting youth baseball in the Coastal Bend area.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. And 1, 2, and 3 due up for the Wildcats. Yannick is due in this series. He's over 2 in this ball game. He's going to look for a big hit here.
Ladies and gentlemen, leading off for Gregory Portland in the 6th inning, catcher number 4, Walker Yannick.
So here we go. Yannick steps into the plate. First pitch to Walker. Chases at a curveball. 0-1 the count. No balls and a strike. It's the 0-1 Yannick. Looks at strike 2. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. This Coach Jones is going to talk to Yannick. He's going to calm him down a little bit. Trying to do a little too much on the plate. Just put the ball in play. Let that defense try to work. All you can do is control what you can do and put the ball in play. If I'm Walker Yannick, just put it in play. Oscar Salazar, he's at 63 pitches, so been very efficient on the mound today. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and Yannick's going to hit one foul right side. 0-2 is still the count. Here's the pitch, and Yannick's going to hit one right down the line, and hits off the glove of the third baseman, Diaz. Yannick is going to round first. He's going to head to second base. He throws to second. It is in time. Wow. The throw from third baseman Diaz over to second base. Sparshu and Yannick with a great slide, but umpire calls him out at the bag at second. So try to stretch it out to get into scoring position, but Yannick is tagged out at second.
Now batting with 1 out, nobody on. The pitcher, number 8, Malachi Lott.
Malachi Lott will be the next batter. First pitch to Malachi. Fouls it off. So try to stretch it to second and didn't work out there for the Wildcats. Could have got the leadoff man on. But he gets caught at second base trying to extend it. Here's the pitch, and Malachi's just going to roll it over to the first baseman, touches the bag. That's out number 2. So 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 6th. And the Wildcats working with 4 more outs in their season.
Now coming to bat is the third baseman, number 5, Easton Dowell.
Easton Dowell will come to the plate. Here's the pitch to Easton. He's going to foul it straight back. Got to play. 0-1. Big momentum shift right there with Yannick trying to get to second base. 0-1 to Easton. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball catch the outside corner, strike 2. 0-2 now the count. 0-2 pitch. It's in the turf. 1-2 the count.
1-2.
So ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch. High. Ball 2. 2-2. Wildcats with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. They have 4 outs to play with in this series. The 2-2 pitch, and Dowell's going to hit it right back to the mound. Hits off the glove. Second baseman Sparshu picks it up, throw over to first. It's in time for out number 3. Now the Wildcats down to their last 3 outs of their season. As we go to the top of the 7th inning, they're going to have to hold him and not let him run. Get a run in. Don't go anywhere. You listen to Blast Vision Live here in San Antonio.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust. Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. 361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Welcome back to the Stable Stream E-Market broadcast booth. Top of the 7th inning, and due up for the Raiders at 6, 7, and 8. Callejo, Heinrich, and Sparshu. First pitch is a strike. 0-1's called a ball. 1-1. I want to say hello to Cynthia Moreno hitting us up on the chat, saying what a game, and what a game it has been. Both pitchers have been pretty lights out, as the 1-1 misses for ball 2, 2-1. Biggest difference in this game, in this series, is timely hits. And the Raiders have got those timely hits in this series when they needed to. As the pitch is going to be fouled off. 2-2 is the count. So the Wildcats just unable to get those timely hits in the series. Lose game 1, and right now they're down to their last 3 outs of their ball game. First things first, they got to get out of the inning, as that ball is going to be grounded right side, but foul. 2-2 still the count. Is Malachi Lott. I have him at 103 pitches in the ball game, and that is official on the scoreboard as well. So Malachi Lott with only 7 more pitches remaining in the game. Two balls and 2 strikes is the count. Here's the 2-2 to the batter, and that ball is ripped into right field. Right fielder Vice giving chase. He lays out, and he's going to make the grab for out number 1. What a diving catch from right fielder Andrew Valles. Full extension from Valles in right field for the first out of the inning. And now it's going to be the catcher, Carter Heinrich. Carter Heinrich, he's 2 for 2 in the ball game. The Raiders have 3 hits in the ball game. He has 2 of them. First pitch to Carter is in the turf, ball 1-0. Let's check in on the other ball games. 9-3 Catlalen in the top of the 6th inning. And then Jake Vasquez out in Jordanton has the call for London. That game is 8-2 in the top of the 5th inning. 1-0 pitch. Fastball catch to the outside corner, strike 1, 1-1. So London and GP with a pretty big lead. London looking to close out the series with a win over Marion. 1-1 pitch, catch to the outside corner, strike 2, 1-2 the count. One ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch, fouled off. So 1-2 is the count. Here's the 1-2 offering. Check swing, doesn't go around. Pitch misses high, ball 2. 2-2 is the count. 2-2 pitch. Curveball's in, ball 3, 3-2. And that was pitch number 110. So this will be the last batter for Malachi Lott in this ball game. 3-2 pitch, fouled off.
Still 3-2.
Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Here's a 3-2 pitch. That's going to be jam shot into right center, shallow right center, and it drops for a base hit. Heinrich is 3 for 3 in the ball game. What a performance Heinrich is putting in this ball game. And Coach Jones is going to make his way to the mound. So we are going to have a new pitcher on the mound. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll get you a pitching change. You listen to Blast Vision Live here in San Antonio, Texas.
Johnny Luna with Auto Nation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, There's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
J Styles and Cuts on Castores for all your hair needs. Call them at 361-854-7246 to make an appointment today. J Styles and Cuts, proud supporters of South Texas baseball.
Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments and Perfect Game, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. LB21, supporting youth baseball in the Coastal Bend area. Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust. Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Autotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. New pitcher is going to be Walker Yannick. So Walker Yannick is going to be the new pitcher. Malachi is going to go into center field. And Ryan Galloway is going to be the pinch hitter for Joe Sparshoe. First pitch to Galloway, and Yannick throws a strike down the middle for strike one. And unsure who's the catcher. I believe it is Talamantes, but just have to wait and see. But 0-1 to Galloway. There's the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike two. 0-2 is the count. There's the 0-2 pitch. That's going to be fouled straight back. Snowballs and 2 strikes. There's the 0-2 pitch and fouled off again. 0-2 still the count. Malachi stays in the ball game. He goes back into center field. The ball's in 2 strikes. 0-2 pitch and check swing. No appeal down. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. There's a 1-2 pitch. That's going to be popped up right to the first baseman, Orel. Orel's going to pick it up, and he's going to try to touch first base, but Heinrich is already back to the bag. So 2 outs here in the top of the 7th.
Now coming to bat with 1 on and 2 outs is the center fielder, number 6, Jake Aleppa.
Jake Aleppa will be the next batter for the Raiders. After Aleppa, you go back to the top of the lineup, so Yannick definitely going to try to attack Aleppa in this at-bat. Runner from first is going to take off, and that pitch is called a ball. Goes in and out of the glove of the catcher, Talamantes. And actually, I think it's number 3. That's going to be Valles. So Valles is the catcher. So runner in second base on the stolen bag. Pitch was called a ball at the plate. 1-0 the count. So that means we do have our new right fielder. That might be Braden Talamantes in right. One-0 pitch down the middle, strike 1. 1-1 the count. Wildcats need to not let the Raiders try to get another run here in the top of the 7th. Runner in scoring position with 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Late on the fastball. 1-2 the count. 1-2 pitch. That's low and in. Ball 2, 2-2 the count. I talk about Yannick throwing gas. He is literally throwing some gas up here. He's definitely touching in the 90s in this ball game. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. That is low, and the runner from second is going to head to third base. That's going to get away from the third baseman, and a run is going to come in to score on an error from the catcher. 3-1 Raiders. You couldn't afford to give up a run, and the Wildcats do on an error. That's a crucial error, and the Wildcats struggling at the plate today. Now they need 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Ball scores on the bad throw.
3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch to Aleppa, and that's ball 4.
Ball 4. Aleppa takes first.
The bubbles start flying all over the place. So Aleppa at first. Now go back to the top of the lineup with Keegan Solomon.
Left fielder, number 3, Keegan Solomon.
Keegan Solomon comes to the plate. He's 0 for 3 in the ball game. Struck out, looking, flied out to center, and grounded out to the third baseman. Runner for first is going to take off to the bag at second. No throw over as the pitch is in the turf. 1-0 the count.
Stealing base for Aleppa, ball 1.
Big insurance run right there for the Raiders, however. Now another runner in scoring position with 2 outs. 1-0 pitch. It's low, ball 2. 2-0 the count. 2-0 pitch. Ball 3. 3-0 the count. So 3 balls and no strikes. 3-1 our score. Leander Rouse Raiders with the 3-1 lead. Top of the 7th inning. Still 2 outs. Wildcats trying to get out of this inning. .3-0 pitch. It's down the middle. 3-1 now the count. The 3-1 pitch. It's fouled off. And the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second. 3-2 pitch. Runner is going to take off to third. Throw is late. That is ball 4. Runners at the corners with 2 outs now. And it's going to bring up Oscar Salazar.
Sullivan goes around and makes first base. Aleppo still third. So now going to bat with 2 on and 2 outs is the pitcher, number 8, Oscar Salazar.
Yeah, time on the field. Coach Jones is going to go out and talk to his infield. So the Raiders looking to add more runs here in the top of the 7th inning. And the Wildcats, they need to get out of this. Have a chance in the bottom of the 7th inning. You got to limit the runs. And just unforced errors that brought in that run for the Raiders. You know, a throwing error from the catcher, Valles. Bringing in another run, a big error, and that's the first error of the ball game, and I'm pretty sure it's the first error of the series, and couldn't have came in a worse spot for the Wildcats. So they trail by 2 runs with Oscar Salazar at the plate. He's 0 for 3 in the ball game. Struck out looking, grounded out, and lined out to right. Solomon's at first. Aleppo is at third. First pitch. Inside corner for strike 1 to Salazar. 0-1. London leads 8-2. Still in the top of the 6th inning. Pickoff attempt to first is not in time. Scratch that. 9-2 now. London scoring another run. 0-1, runner from first is going to take off to second base. The throw is going to have the guy in a pickle. The runner's going to come to the plate, and he is going to be tagged out at home plate for out number 3. So they try to do get the guy in a rundown at first and second. But heads up play by the shortstop. King throws a strike to Valles, and Valles is going to tag out Aleppo for out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Gregory Portland Wildcats down to their last 3 outs of their season. They need 2 runs to tie this ball game, 3 runs to walk it off. Don't go anywhere as the GP fans still in hopes of these young men. Coach Jonesy's talking with their guys, and they believe, and that's what they're going to need to do. We'll be right back. You're listening to Blast Vision Live.
.361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Here we go, bottom of the 7th inning. Wildcats need 2 runs to extend this ball game. 4, 5, and 6, so it's going to be the middle of the lineup if they're going to do any damage. It's these guys right here, and it is Spencer, Gleinig, and Orel. They need to be clutch, and here we go as Salazar is on the mound. 72 pitches so far, so very efficient, and Spencer checks his swing on a curveball, strike 1, 0-1. GP needs a couple base runners here in the inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Spencer looks at ball 1, 1-1. Also, got to be very selective as well. You know, closer to the end of the ball game, Salazar maybe getting a little tired. Got to work some accounts, and Wildcats been very aggressive in this ball game. So 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch, and Spencer looks at ball 2. Pretty good pitch from Salazar, but they called it a Called it a ball. 2-1 to Spencer. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That's high. Ball 3. 3-1 now. Like I said, be selective. Let Salazar come to you. Later in the ball game, you got to be patient. 3 balls and a strike. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Count goes full. That was a good pitch to swing at, and Spencer just missed that pitch. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Robbie Spencer. Can't chase. Be selective. Here's the 3-2 offering. And that ball's hit into right center. Center fielder coming in. Right fielder coming in. And Cajejo is going to make the grab for the first out of the inning.
The fly for the right fielder for the first out.
Balls just stay in the air here at the ballpark. The wind blows from right to left, and if you hit anything on the air on the right side, it's just going to float in the air, and that's going to be pretty much an easy out. Gage Gleinig will be the next batter. Wildcats down to their last 2 outs now. Here's the pitch to Gleinig. It's high, ball 1. 1-0. 1-0 is the count. Here's a 1-0 pitch. That's away. Ball 2. 2-1. 2-0. Oscar Salazar doesn't like the baseball. Gets a new one. 2-0 the count. Two balls and a strike. 2 balls and no strikes, excuse me. There's a 2-0 pitch. That is going to be called a strike. 2-1 now the count. So it looks like Navarro is down to their last 3 outs of that ball game in game 1. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That's fouled off. 2-2 now the count to Gage Gleinig. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Two-two pitch. That's going to be hit right center, and that's falling quickly. Right fielder is going to lay out and unable to make the grab. The runner for first is going to head to second base. He's going to get there safely. So right fielder Callejo made a diving attempt, hit off of the glove, unable to get it. Alepa, the center fielder, misplayed it as well. And Gleinig, he risked it for the biscuit. He got all the way to second base. That ball got away from Alepa as well. So runner in scoring position now for the Wildcats, and a big hit right there for Gage Gleinig. Kobe Orell comes to the plate, and Coach Krempin comes out on the field. And I wonder if he's going to pull Salazar. He has been pitching lights. He's been pitching really good, and it'd be tough to pull him. But it is a base hit. Like I said, the Wildcats need 2 base runners. They're going to leave them in. They need 2 base runners because they need 2 runs. And right now it's going to be Kobe Orell. Kobe Orell comes to the plate. Only 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. He needs to find a way to get on base. This first pitch to Orell. Fastball catches the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 the count. One pitch. Orell hits it right to the right fielder. Right fielder's going to make a grab. Out number 2. The GP Wildcats down to their last out of their season. Braden Talamantes is at the plate.
With 1 on 2 outs is center fielder number 21, Braden Talamantes.
Just hitting it right into the gloves of the Raiders. So here we go. Braden Talamantes comes to the plate. First pitch, looks at a curveball for strike 1. 0-1. Zero lead in that series. They'll play again on Saturday for game 2, and we'll have that here right on Blast Vision 2. But just want to say congratulations to the Raiders on a well fought out series, and also want to congratulate the Gregory Portland Wildcats on a great season as well. And let's see the Wildcats, and we'll try to give you a senior roll call, as some of these guys are, a lot of senior heavy class of the GP Wildcats are graduating, already actually graduated. They graduated last week. So let's get you some names for the seniors of the Gregory Portland Wildcats as they played their final game in the blue and red. And here we go. Senior roll call: Gage Gleinig, Kobe Orrell, Walker Yannick, Gavin Gleinig, Malachi Lott, A.J. Carter, Jackie King, Christian Meyer, Daniel Gonzalez, Justin Amidares, Robbie Spencer, Braden Talamantes, and Dylan Cruz. We want to wish those young men the best of luck in their future endeavors. And this one's going to sting for the Gregory Portland Wildcats. The Raiders came out and played some really good baseball, got some timely hits, and that was the difference in this series. The timely hits was key for the Raiders, and only had 4 hits in the ball game, scoring 3 runs. And the Wildcats had 1 run on 4 hits. So Leander Rouse Raiders moving on to the regional final. The Dripping Springs Tigers need 1 more win, and they'll meet up in the regional final against Leander Rouse Raiders. And the Veterans Memorial Eagles need 2 wins on Saturday if they want to move on to the next round. So big congratulations to the Leander Rouse Raiders. They played some really good baseball, had some really good pitching performances as well, and want to wish them luck going on to the next round of the playoffs. And didn't really get to check the chat up, but Magic 81 saying Bishop with a 2-1 win, Sinton winning 6-1. Both of those teams getting a win, and they are 1 game away of moving on to the regional final. Also, Calallen up 9-4 in the top of the 7th inning. So the Wildcats actually have it up here, 2 outs away of moving on, or excuse me, 2 outs away of winning game 1. And we'll have game 2 right here on Blast Vision. That's actually going to be our only game tomorrow now, 2:30.